Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can trade BTC in any of the time frame you want. Okay, so before trading in any of the asset, it could be BTC, it could be stock exchange, it could be forex, any of the asset, any of the commodity, you need to check its higher time frames first. So I would first move to 1 month chart. You could also check the trend in 1 year's time frame. It totally depends upon you. If you are doing it for long term, like long term investing, you should have head over to 12 months, like year or 1 month. I would stick to 1 month first of all. But before that, as I have opened the 12 month chart, I want to show you something. Okay, so you can see. Uh, the chart starting from 2017. I'm going to head over to 2019. Okay, first Jan 2019. Bitcoin's price start moving from 3100 $160, and it keep on moving until 3 years, and it touched the higher price of 69,000. You can see here 69,028 dollars. Got it. Okay. And in another year, so 3 years has passed away and Bitcoin have been moving up. You can see from $3,160 to $69,000, which is like a very big move. You can see from here, Bitcoin has achieved profit of 1581% in 3 years, which is insane. So the next year starts, which is 2022. Bitcoin start dropping from uh, which price 49,000 to around 16,000, and we can also see a low of 15,800 something precisely. So Bitcoin have dropped a lot in the year 2022, and you can see it's around 67%. And if you compare it with the previous year, like from all-time high, you can see Bitcoin dropped around 77%, which is again insane. It has lost all of its value, which it gained in 3 years, but still, it's people who have invested in 2019 or 20, they are still in profit. So, okay, this was my higher time frame analysis. Now I would move to 1 month analysis. I would select 1 month. Okay, I'm not using any of the indicators or anything. I'm just charting the charts. I'm just analyzing the charts. Okay, so as we can see, the resistance which Bitcoin is going to face in high time frame is okay. I'm going to mark these points. Okay, so you can see this area, which is like let just yeah this. Okay, this area you can see it touched it once here, twice, second time here, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You can see these are the points which would act as strong resistance as Bitcoin will move up, and the point is in 19,750 something. Okay, if you want to move it a little down, this point could also act as good resistance. It totally depends. It don't matters if it is a little up or down. The points are clear to you. Okay, another point which could act as support is this one, but let me go a little bit above it. This point, this and this, so I can mark it like here. So just to be made a little bit more concise, so this point could also act as strong support, which is like 17,600 around. Okay, so another point which could act as a strong support are these wicks. I'm talking about these wicks. Okay, so these wicks are uh, 18,100 to 200 approximately. Okay, so I'm going to move into smaller time frames like 1 week. So let's see what things are there for us. So back to the weekly time frame. As I was saying, that the support and resistance for weekly time frame or the support is 18,164 as of now. Okay, and the resistance which could act as a strong resistance is 19,588, or you can say 19,600 approximately. Okay, another small resistance could be from this area, which is around 19,333. As you have seen, it has previously got a little bit of rejection from here. It has touched this point here, here, and here on in 9th January 2023. Okay, so so these are just small points which are not that much big, or you can also place this over here, which is around $19,409 and like this. So I would stick to this point, or I will actually erase it. I will stick to this big point as of now. So another way to cross verify this by using EMAs. So you can also see that the which EMA is this 9, 13, and it's 21. Okay, the 21 EMA is at price 90,281, which would also act as a resistance as of now in weekly time frame. Okay, so let's move to a smaller time frame like one day, and we will analyze Bitcoin on one day time frame. So let's see what's the support and resistance on one day time frame. Okay, so it's loading. Let's wait for a second. Okay, so now we are on daily time frame on week on Bitcoin USDT chart. So let's find out supports and resistance on one day time frame. So the first good support would be around this area, or to be very, or you can say it like this point, which is 18,800 or something, or you can place it like here. It would be around 18,800 to 900. We can also draw a rectangle when there are a lot of supports or resistance uh, in a particular time frame. So you can see it got rejection, it got support here, it got support here, here, and this all area is acting as a support. Once it was also acting as a resistance. So yeah, we have marked it. But this is not a very very strong support, because Bitcoin has been moving up drastically. So it need a pullback downside. It could be near 18,100, maybe 17,500 or 600, but it need a pullback to continue its journey towards upside, or maybe it would dump again. This totally depends upon the probabilities. Okay, so as I told you, these are the sports as of now. You can also cross verify these things on any of the chart you want. Okay, start by analyzing it on bigger time frame, like maybe 1 month, 1 week, one day, and mark all the sports and resistances. These weeks are also sports or resistance. Okay, so mark each of them. And as we are on one day, let's find. I have marked the sports as of now. Let's look for the resistance to on minor resistance. Okay, so this point, yeah, this point would also act as a 19,300 something, as it was in weekly time frame. These are a little near about, so there is no difference in these things in weekly or daily time frame. These all are same almost, just like these rectangle box. Okay, so if you want to mark them in rectangle you can, but I think this is good enough. Okay, we can also verify these by using EMAs. EMAs are the bundles of support and resistances. Okay, EMA is far mm, below. As of now, it is around 18,100. Let's use bigger EMAs like 100, 200, 300. So, so EMA 100 is at 18,150 and EMA 200 is at 20,000, around 21,000. So this is not good. We have to see in smaller time frame for more good supports and resistances. Okay. So another thing you can do is you can use a trend line like here, this one. So you can see touch a point here, then here. Now it should head over to this point, 19,600 around. So this would also be a good resistance as it is indicating a trend line resistance. Okay. So I would mark it here and leave it and move to a smaller time frame. Like you can also check 12 hours, but I would move to 4 hours because 12 hours and 1 day is almost the same. So I'm going into 4 hour time frame. Let's see what the scenario there. So oh my god, so you can see how drastically it has been moving since first I would say like 17th of July. It is finding a range in 4 hour time frame, so it break out. Okay, let's see supports and resistance in 4 hour time frame. Let's move towards previous charts. Okay, so price is near 19,251. So yeah, next resistance is around 19,325. Yeah, these are the areas we have marked in 1 day. As you can see, these are exactly the same points. Yeah, there are some little bit differences, but we know these are not that much important. So I can mark this area too, or you can make a rectangle out of it. Both are the same. Okay. So yeah, this point and then this point would act as resistance. Okay, you can see it has touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a lot of time, I would say, like here. Okay, and here, yeah, little bit. Sometimes it makes a little of the differences, but not big worries. I can, like move it a little down here, but it would still make 19,600 somehow. Okay, so I would also check it in this EMS. Let's see what are the support and resistances according to EMS. So EMA all, okay, EMA is all or below the price. So we should not check it. If it retrace the price where it could come is 18,700 around. Okay, so now we should also check in 1 hour. So what could be the possible movement in 1 hour? So my god, it was making a range bound area here. It is near resistance. So let's check the EMAs in 1 hour. So again, all the EMAs are below price in 1 hour too. Okay. If you want to check the smaller time frame like 15 minute or 5 minute, you can do, but I don't recommend you to trade on these smaller time frames because these are for very mature and very professional traders who can trade small time frames. Yeah, but if you are a beginner or learning uh, phase, you should not consider these things consider these things. Okay, so yeah, it's above all the sports and resistances, and the major sports you can see, and the major resistance is this line and this line. So If you want to trade this, I can give you a trade, but you should not take it with your real money. You should actually use your demo account or maybe paper trade. So this is on a smaller time frame. Okay, if price comes near this point, like 18,800 or 900, let's say, you should trade it like this. Uh, you can target this area. I think you should target this area 550. Okay, 3.75% with the tight stop loss below this point. So you got a risk to reward ratio of 2.59%. If your trades hits the target, you would get 3.77% profit. But if the SL got hit, you would get 1.44% loss. So let's I'm going to show you how much loss would it make. Let's say your account is of $1,000 and you tell your long position that you want to risk your let's say 1.5% of the uh, total account size, okay, which is of 1,000. So it would make $15. If you want, you are risking $15 for the profit of $38. So I think that is not a bad thing. You can risk, it's like risking $15 for a profit of $38. So this is upon you. You can also uh, make it a little down here, like for more precision you can go to 18,700 and place your stop loss below. You can, so now you can see you are risking $15 for the profit of $56. So that's great. But you should move it here. So okay, so your risk to reward is ratio is 4. Okay, that means you're risking $15 for a profit of $60, and that's a great risk to reward. But you should not follow this. You should follow at least 1 by 2 or 1 by 1.5. That is possible and good risk to reward. Okay, so another thing. Okay, so Bitcoin is taking a retracement in 1 hour time frame. To cross verify this thing, you should move to 15 time frame or 15-minute time frame or 5 minute. Okay, so it is getting rejection. So let's see what happens. But I would not trade this because this is not a good time to trade, as the like stock market SPX, which is again at resistance area. If you want to see what kind of resistance this is, so let me show you this. So you can see SPX start moving downwards from the 1st of Jan, like you can say 1st of Jan. Yeah, it's 3rd Jan, or yeah, it got rejection here at 48.16. Then it keep on moving down, and in February it got a support around 41.31 and it moved up to 46,000 $4,600 $43. Again it moved down, and in June it got a support, okay, and start moving up around 43. You can see there was a line, a trend line which was forming. Again it moved down till 3,500 in on 13th of August 2022 and start moving up and got rejection at 4,100, again 4,100, again it moved down and find support near 33 $37,070, and it again it is moving near $4,000. So it would tell us whether the stock market would break this trend line resistance or not. Near it now, it is near the resistance area, so we can't say whether it will break it up and make a retest here. If the retest is successful, it will start moving upward.